Today on Running to Him.
God provides principles and rules that, when followed, produce peace and harmony. Today we will read Numbers chapters 34 through 36 and concentrate on chapter 35, verses 10 through 14. Numbers 35, verses 10 through 14 says, "Speak to the sons of Israel and say to them, when you cross the Jordan into the land of Canaan, then you shall select for yourselves cities to be your cities of refuge, that a manslayer who has killed any person unintentionally may flee there. The cities shall be to you as a refuge from the avenger, so that the manslayer will not die until he stands before the congregation for trial. The cities which you are to give shall be your 6 cities of refuge. You shall give 3 cities across the Jordan and 3 cities in the land of Canaan. They are to be cities of refuge." Well, to get a better context for today's devotion, please read Numbers 35, verses 6 through 34 at least. In Genesis 9, verses 5 through 6, God tells Noah that if someone takes someone else's life, that person is to die as well. Moses writes, "Surely I will require your lifeblood from every beast, I will require it, and from every man, and from every man's brother I will require the life of the man. Whoever sheds man's blood, by his blood shall be shed, for in the image of God he made man." Now the word translated sheds carries the meaning of pouring out. In other words, intentionally causing a person's blood to come out of the body to the point of that person's death. Now nowhere in the scriptures is the death penalty removed for someone who intentionally causes someone else to die. But in our reading today, we come across a place of mercy. If someone accidentally does something and a person dies because of it, they're going to have to go to a city of refuge to be tried by the people there, and if found innocent of intentionally killing that person, they are to live in that city until the death of the high priest. However, if they leave that city for any reason, then the blood avenger, normally it would be a close relative of the deceased person, may, if he catches them, then execute them because they are no longer under the protection of the city of refuge. Well, why was it important for God to make such a rule? The answer is a simple one. There needs to be a system by which someone would have a chance to explain what happened in front of a neutral judge, thereby protecting him from a vigilante or a crowd of angry people. But what does this mean for us today? First, we must have a system of justice where a murderer is punished for their sin and protect one who is innocent from intentionally spilling someone else's blood. Any justice system which practices true justice will not withhold punishment from someone who is guilty and will not exact punishment on someone who is innocent. Secondly, without a system of justice, the country will turn into anarchy and chaos. We saw what happened in 2020 and 2021 with the riots which occurred because of the death of George Floyd. Some people felt as if justice was withheld, and even if that was true or not, the rule of law vanished into chaos. The border crisis is another example of the rule of law that is so complicated it essentially cannot be followed. In this case, the United States has to follow the international treaties to which we have agreed, further complicating that process. God provides principles and rules that, when followed, produce peace and harmony.
Thank you for listening. We pray that today's devotion was meaningful to you. We would love to hear from you. You can use either Facebook or YouTube to like, subscribe, share, and tell others about us. If you would like to contact us, you can reach me at phineasjacobus@runningtohim.net.